Here's Ephesians 6:18. With all prayer and petition pray at all times in the Spirit, and with this in view, be on the alert with all perseverance and petition for all the saints. A deeper, practical explanation for today. This verse comes right after Paul describes the armor of God, but notice something important. After listing all the armor pieces, he doesn't end with a weapon or a shield. He ends with prayer. That's because prayer is not just another part of the armor. It's what keeps everything alive and active. Without prayer, the armor becomes something you have, but don't really use. Paul begins with all prayer and petition. This means there is no single correct way to pray. Sometimes prayer is structured, sometimes it's spontaneous, sometimes it's full of faith, other times it's just a cry for help. God invites all of it. In today's world where everything is fast, filtered, and often superficial, this is refreshing. God is not looking for polished words. He wants real connection. Then Paul says, pray at all times. This doesn't mean you must be constantly speaking prayers out loud, but that your life becomes a continuous awareness of God's presence. Think of it like an open line rather than scheduled calls. In modern life, we are always connected to the internet. Paul is saying we should be even more consistently connected to God. Whether you're working, driving, dealing with stress, or enjoying a quiet moment, prayer can happen right there. Next, in the Spirit. This points to dependence on God rather than on our own effort. It's easy to fall into routine prayers that feel empty, but praying in the Spirit means allowing God to guide your thoughts, your concerns, and even your words. It becomes less about saying the right thing and more about being aligned with Him. Paul continues, be on the alert. This is a call to spiritual awareness. Today, distractions are everywhere. Notifications, entertainment, worries, endless information. It's easy to drift through life without noticing what's happening inside us or around us. Being alert means staying sensitive to what God is doing and aware of what might pull you away from Him. He adds, with all perseverance. This might be the hardest part. Prayer doesn't always bring instant results. Sometimes it feels like nothing is changing, but perseverance means continuing anyway. In a culture that expects immediate answers, this teaches patience and trust. God is working even when we don't see it yet. Finally, for all the saints, prayer is not just personal, it's relational. We are called to pray for others, not just ourselves. In a time where people often feel isolated, anxious, or overwhelmed, praying for others becomes an act of love and unity. When someone comes to mind, it may not be random. It could be an invitation to pray for them. The takeaway: this verse shows that prayer is not meant to be an occasional religious act, but a constant, living connection with God. It's how we stay grounded, focused, and spiritually awake in a distracted world. Simply put, don't just go through life reacting. Go through life connected.